Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Since the Season 2 update dropped for Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we've actually seen a ton of new hotfixes and mini updates go out. Some of them in regards to changes and fixes that are already live in-game, adjusting certain gameplay elements. The devs have also revealed a bunch of other things that they are currently investigating and looking into that we'll see other updates for here in the relatively near future. So today, we're going over what I would sort of consider to be some emergency update patch notes. Like all of these are pretty urgent because Season 2 broke several things with the game. Surprise, surprise. So pretty much everything we've got here today is stemming from the COD Updates Twitter or X account. And here they say initially they were looking into an issue causing the game to crash if you attempted to edit a loadout while you were queued for a match. So if you tried to adjust anything the second you started searching for a game, your whole game would crash, whether you're on console or PC. Luckily, they did deploy a fix for this one rather quick, so we don't have to worry about that one anymore. Another issue that fortunately was resolved pretty quick, they said that they were investigating an issue causing slower speeds than intended when using the zip line. So if you were using those for any kind of movement, it was really slow and really awkward to use those, but that has also been fully updated and fixed as well, so good news there. Now, one change that they are looking into, however, it's not fully live today, they do confirm an upcoming update though. They say, we're aware that the change to buy station locations on Uzbekistan did not go live with today's update. This change will be deployed in the coming days. It could happen by the time I end up posting this video with how randomly they're dropping certain updates. It could happen, later on this week. We'll have to keep an eye out for this, but this was just another patch note in the Season 2 update that was not accurate. We talked about in today's first video just how many different patch notes weren't correct. Various different things just were not functioning with the Season 2 update, and this was another one of those where they said they updated it and then the game launched and everyone's like, well, wait a minute, that didn't actually do anything. So we will have updated buy stations on Uzbekistan at some point here in the near future. Another pretty important one that happened when the update first dropped, they were investigating an issue preventing top 250 players from queuing for ranked play. So if in Season 1 you finished top 250, when Season 2 dropped and ranked went live, you just straight up could not play the game. It wouldn't let you queue. Absolutely insane bug there, but again, this is another issue that has now been resolved and fully updated. So if you finished top 250 last season, you're good to go. You can get back on that grind this season, but kind of funny and kind of wild that the best of the best were just stopped from playing the game for a limited amount of time. Another thing that they were initially investigating that has since been updated, they were investigating an increase of crash reports in zombies if you were using an AMD GPU. So super specific kind of niche issue, but it was affecting a lot of players. They say for zombies in BO6, we have released a small update which addresses the increase in crash reports on the tomb from players with AMD GPUs. So if you were running into that issue a lot yesterday, you should now be good to go with this. You don't have to worry about that as much. Unfortunately, just the general game stability, whether you're running an AMD GPU, a different GPU, different setup entirely, the game stability just seems rough regardless. Like I've still had several crashes regardless of my setup here. I don't use an AMD GPU, so there's still stability issues, but this specific one at least has been updated to an extent. They also give us a couple of other additional notes. They say in Black Ops 6 across the board, a minor update has rolled out with the following changes. They addressed a crash that would occur when using a shock charge in the Dark Ether Nexus during the Wonder Weapon quest. So again, a super specific bug, but quite a few players are running into it. And then also they addressed an issue that prevented the flowing load challenge from tracking progress. This is a big one because if you were going for 100% completion in multiplayer, you just straight up could not do it. It was physically impossible, literally impossible to do 100%er because the flowing low calling card was not working. So fantastic news there. I've already confirmed with some of my friends that were going for it. This is now fully tracking and you can complete this now. So long awaited update there has finally been released. So definitely good news. And by the way, as we are going through all the different patch notes and various other things the devs have revealed will be fixed here shortly. If you're new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns, it's all here. So whether it's good news, bad news, anything in between, I'll be covering it. Feel free to hit that subscribe button to guarantee you are always up to date. And if you enjoy this video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. It really does help grow the channel, and share the video around. Now we shift from fixes that are currently live into a couple of other things the devs have detailed will be getting fixed here soon. Again, it's very possible that even some of these end up getting updated by the time that you guys see this video. I can only record this so close to posting posting so that any last minute changes they might make, make it into this video so I can get you guys all the information possible. But this first one, it's a big one. We're investigating an issue preventing the Mountaineer perk from applying the intended effects. In general, Mountaineer is just broken as a perk. If you try to equip it, sometimes it just won't equip. And then if you do apply Mountaineer, it jumbles up the rest of your perks and changes your entire perk package. When you load into the game, you don't get the perk package that you customized on the loadout menu. So big issue there. However, if you end up getting specialist bonus in game, then you get the effects of Mountaineer. You also get the effects of the new armor one where it heals your armor over time, and it's not out yet. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, Mountaineer, I'm super excited to get this back on my loadout so I don't have to worry about fall damage anymore. But it's busted as of the time that I'm recording this. Again, hopefully this is one that's fixed here very, very soon. If anything changes, I'll always update the pinned comment down below. Another one they're investigating for Black Ops 6, they are investigating reports that player 2 is immediately kicked when attempting to enable split screen. I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys who do play split screen over the past day or so where it was just completely broken. So they are aware of this. Nice that some split screen stuff, while it might not be the most popular thing these days, is still getting some attention. And this being a major bug, you quite literally can't do split screen. They're looking into this. There will be an update out for this one shortly as well. Another one that has been incredibly obnoxious to run into, I've dealt with it. I know pretty much everyone, it seems like, has so far. For BO6 and Warzone, they are investigating an issue that is intermittently preventing players from being able to join parties due to a join failed error. It says, hey, you're not on the same version as the party host, when everyone is so clearly on the same version. So you just have to keep trying it, and eventually it'll let you into your parties if you back out to certain menus and then go back in or whatever else, right? So this is going to get fixed here. Super obnoxious bug to run into. It's been ongoing since the update dropped. Another pretty important one that affects Black Ops 6 and Warzone, they are investigating an issue that is preventing tac sprints from continuing when pulling out a dedicated melee weapon. So you just don't get the infinite effects of tac sprint there. Pretty obnoxious thing, because that's kind of the whole reason to run with your dedicated melee out, unless you're exclusively trying to use said dedicated melee weapon for kills and not just movement there. So hopefully that one gets fixed here very soon as well. And then lastly, COD did post a couple of different PSAs for some ongoing issues. They say in Warzone, we're aware of an issue causing the ranked play how to play menu to display an incorrect deployment fee maximum for top 250 players. Please know that despite this visual error, the correct deployment fee is deducted when queuing and is reflected correctly in the after action report. So just a visual bug there, but obviously can confuse players when they don't know if what they're seeing on the screen is correct or not. And then finally in Warzone, as previously acknowledged, the season 2 ranked play SR adjustments deployed early on the evening of January 24th. Players that finished season 1 in the top 250 have been properly granted their rewards. Any other player that made it to the top 250 between the evening of the 24th and the end of the season will also be granted these rewards, even if they did not end the season in the top 250. So they're being a little extra generous with what's going on there, just because of the weird timing of things going on with the true end of the season. But obviously, season 2, yet another problematic update like what we frequently see with the major updates here in COD. Luckily, they are responding to quite a few of the new issues rather quickly here, either pushing out updates already with more to come, as well as we do see even more updates drop in the coming days. You guys know I'm gonna have you covered with all the details there, alongside everything else going on in COD. So feel free to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.